The sky has always watched over us, even when we don't look up, even when the day is full and the world is loud. The sky is there, stretching calm and endless above us, and drifting across it, like thoughts passing through a quiet mind, are the clouds, soft, silent, weightless. Clouds move without effort. They simply float, held by air, guided by gentle winds, never struggling to stay where they are. Tonight we follow them. In this journey, we drift into the quiet spaces of the sky. We walk the soft paths of watercolor light. We breathe in the slow rhythm of the atmosphere and let the day fall away. As you listen, allow your mind to loosen its hold. Let your thoughts soften at the edges. Let your breath match the calm movement of clouds overhead. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to do anything at all. Just rest in the softness of this moment. The sky is wide, the night is gentle, and you are safe here. So settle in, lay back, and let the clouds take you with them, and into calm, into quiet, into sleep. Welcome to Dreamy, Sleepy Science. The soft gate above. There is a moment each day when the sky feels like it opens, not outward, but inward, into a quietness that waits just beyond awareness. Clouds drift there, moving slowly, unhurried, as though they understand the peace that comes from simply existing. They are the soft gate above, an entrance into calm. Clouds form where warm air rises and meets the cool. But what matters here is not the science itself, it's the feeling. The sensation of watching them float, as if they have all the time in the world. Their movement is effortless. No rush, no force, no strain. A gentle drift, guided by winds too subtle to be seen, yet strong enough to carry entire skies. Imagine yourself looking up. The world below may be busy, noisy, fast, but the clouds do not care. They move at a pace that belongs to them alone, a pace that invites your breathing to slow, your shoulders to drop, your thoughts to soften. Clouds shape the mood of the day without needing to say anything. A soft sheet of thin clouds makes sunlight feel diffused and gentle, like light filtered through silk. A quiet, overcast sky creates a dome of stillness, where sounds seem quieter and the world moves in softer tones. Even bright, playful clouds, bright white against endless blue, can feel like laughter carried on the breeze. They reflect emotion without speaking, as if the sky itself is tuned to the human heart. Think of how light behaves in a cloud, how it doesn't bounce sharply or harshly, how it settles, spreads, becomes something you feel rather than see. Clouds take bright sunlight, something piercing, sharp, and turn it into something warm, something safe. They cradle light, they cradle warmth. They cradle us, though we rarely notice. Some people say clouds remind them of childhood, of lying on their back in the grass and finding shapes, creatures, entire worlds in the drifting sky. Others say clouds feel like memory itself, present but untouchable, real but always changing. They are familiar, yet carried forever out of reach. There's something deeply comforting in that distance, something soothing in knowing that some things don't need to be held to be felt. The atmosphere is layered, vast and full of invisible motion, yet clouds make it visible, gentle, soft. They reveal the sky breathing, rising, cooling, settling, warming, a slow rhythm that mirrors your own. Breath in, clouds build. Breath out, clouds disperse. The sky is a living being, and the clouds are its quiet gestures. And in noticing this, you may find your own body responding. A slower inhale, a longer exhale, a sense of being supported by something bigger, yet infinitely kind. Take a moment to feel that the clouds are not separate from you. The air that holds them is the same air that fills your lungs. The same soft wind that guides them touches your skin. The sky is not above you, it surrounds you. You are inside it. You are part of it. When sunlight moves through clouds, the world becomes gentler. The edges soften, shadows become muted. The colors of the day deepen into something soothing, something calm. It is as though the sky itself is whispering, "You may rest now." You may slow your thoughts even just for this moment. And as your mind begins to unwind, you may notice a certain quietness inside yourself, the kind that isn't forced or created, but remembered. The kind that was always there beneath the surface of everything you carry. The clouds remind you, you do not need to hold everything at once. You can drift. You can release. You can simply be, because clouds do not worry where they are going. They do not fear dissolving or changing form. They trust the unseen currents that carry them. And in watching them, you begin to remember how to trust the currents that carry you. Let this moment be still. Let the air feel soft. Let your thoughts float like gentle vapor, present but not heavy. You are entering the gate now, the one made of quiet light and slow movement. The one that opens not into the sky above, but inward, to the sky within. Feel the breath of the world resting against your own. And when you're ready, let yourself drift just a little deeper, like a cloud carried by winds that ask for nothing in return. Floating onward, slow, calm, weightless, into the next layer of rest. The slow dance of water and air. There is a place in the sky where warmth rises gently, like a quiet thought drifting upward. It begins in silence, with the air lying still around us. The world seems ordinary at first, simply the sky, simply the day unfolding, until something almost invisible begins to move. Warm air carrying tiny traces of moisture begins to lift. It does not push or strain. It does not hurry. It rises the way a slow breath rises from the chest when the body begins to relax. This is where clouds begin, not in suddenness, not in noise, but in a slow dance that feels as natural as sleep settling over the mind. The air rises smooth and steady, guided by a rhythm that is older than memory. A rhythm that has been happening since long before the first creatures on Earth ever looked upward. Before there were names for things. Before there were words for sky or cloud, or calm. The sky has always known how to breathe. As the warm air drifts higher, it cools, not sharply, not abruptly, but softly, like the way a day fades into evening. And as it cools, the water hidden within it, so small and so light, begins to gather. Not clinging, not gripping, simply drawing close. Like thoughts that find one another in quiet moments. Like dreams, tiny droplets form, so small that they float, weightless, held by the gentleness of the air. And in time, those droplets gather into shapes, shapes that drift, shapes that change, shapes that dissolve and reappear in endless softness. A cloud is never a single thing. It is movement. It is breath. It is the sky remembering itself. You may notice that clouds never look the same twice. Even when they seem still, they are always in motion. Growing, thinning, stretching, curling. Their edges fade and reform like the edges of thoughts that come when you are resting. The kind that do not need answers. The kind that simply pass through. This is the slow dance of water and air. A dance that happens quietly above us every day, whether we notice or not. It is not a spectacle meant to be watched with intensity. It is a presence, a gentle unfolding, like watching someone sleep. And when you look at clouds long enough, something inside you begins to soften in the same way. The pace of your breathing changes. Your thoughts take on their shape. They rise and gather, not to overwhelm but to drift. If you have ever watched clouds from a quiet field or from a window on a calm afternoon, you may remember the feeling, that sense of time stretching, of the world slowing, of yourself becoming lighter. The mind, when given softness to rest upon, loosens its grip. It stops clinging to what must be done. It stops rehearsing and replaying. It simply observes. It floats, just like the clouds. There is a peace in knowing that clouds are temporary, not permanent, not fixed, not bound to one form. They appear, change, dissolve, and return again, and yet that does not make them any less real. We too move through moments in this way. Thoughts rise, emotions gather, experiences form and dissolve. Nothing stays exactly as it was, and that is not a loss. It is a rhythm. The same rhythm the sky breathes. The shape of a cloud is not meant to remain. It is meant to drift, just as you are not meant to hold every thought tightly. Not everything must be solved tonight. Not everything must be understood now. Some thoughts can simply be allowed to pass. You may imagine your thoughts as vapor, rising gently, forming shapes that are soft and temporary. They are allowed to move, allowed to change, allowed to fade. The sky does not question this. The sky does not resist. The sky simply allows. High above the world, clouds move in slow currents of air. They do not choose their direction. They do not strain to guide themselves. They are carried, lifted, shaped, not by force but by cooperation with the unseen. This is a lesson in ease, a reminder that peace is not something we chase. It is something we allow. When you watch clouds, you may see that they do not worry where they are going. They do not rush to become something else. They do not resist their own dissolving. They surrender to movement, and still they exist beautifully. There is a kind of wisdom there, the kind that says, you do not need to know the ending to rest. You do not need to understand everything to be at peace. You do not need to control the shape of every moment. You may simply breathe, and let the shape of yourself shift gently. Clouds gather when the air around them is welcoming. They dissolve when it is time to release. There is no conflict in either state. Gathering is not better than dissolving. Form is not better than formlessness. Both are natural. Both are part of the dance. Both are gentle. And you too are allowed to gather and dissolve, to come together and to let go, to be clear and to be soft, to be formed and to be unformed. There is no wrong way to be a cloud. There is no wrong way to be you. Imagine, now that you are laying somewhere comfortable, maybe on cool grass, maybe in your bed, maybe simply in the quiet space within your mind. Imagine that above you the sky spreads wide, not demanding attention, simply present. The clouds move slowly like drifting sighs. The air is warm but not heavy. The breeze is light but not cold. There is no urgency, no requirement to think, no pressure to stay alert, only drifting, only softness, only ease. Your breath begins to follow the clouds. Inhale, slow rising like warm air lifting. Exhale, gentle release like droplets dissolving. Inhale, warmth spreading. Exhale, edges softening. The rhythm is steady. The rhythm is ancient. The rhythm is safe. There is no need to direct your breath. It knows, just as the sky knows, just as the clouds know. You are not separate from this rhythm. You are part of it. In time, though time has slowed now, you may feel your thoughts become lighter. Not gone, not forced away, simply less heavy, less solid. More like shapes that drift across a wide and open sky. They appear, they soften, they move on. Nothing needs to stay, nothing needs to be held. The clouds are showing you how to rest. They are showing you how to trust the air that carries you, How to surrender gently into something that feels safe. How to let go without falling, because drifting is not falling. Drifting is floating, and floating is rest. As your mind settles into this slow dance, the world becomes quiet around you. The edges of sound soften. The boundaries between one moment and the next blur. Everything becomes easier, simpler, softer. The clouds continue to move. You continue to breathe. The dance continues without effort. There is nothing to do here, nothing to accomplish, nothing to perform, only presence, only breath, only drifting. Let yourself be carried now the way a small droplet is carried into a cloud. Weightless, unhurried, safe, the sky is wide enough to hold you. The air is gentle enough to carry you. The night is soft enough to welcome you. You may rest now, drift, settle, float, the dance continues, and you are already part of it. When you are ready, we will go deeper, but there is no hurry. The clouds move slowly, and so now will you, the pillow of the atmosphere. There is a quiet softness that rests above the world, a layer of gentle presence that stretches from horizon to horizon. Clouds drifting in the open sky create something like a vast and delicate cushion laid over the earth. Not a blanket you can touch, not fabric or wool or feather, but something lighter, something more comforting because of its very intangibility. Clouds are the sky's way of soothing the world. They come together in gentle layers, spreading light through soft halos and silvery tones. They take sunlight, which can be sharp and strong, and soften it, smoothing the edges, calming the glare. Their work is subtle, silent, often unnoticed, and yet the world feels different when clouds are there. The day becomes quieter, the light becomes easier, the air feels full of something calming, something safe. Clouds create a buffer between the earth and the endlessness above. A pillow placed gently between us and the infinite, not to hide the sky, but to soften it. Sometimes the sky is bright and open, clear, endless, full of blue so deep it feels like falling upward. But when clouds drift in, the sky gains texture. It becomes layered, dimensional, comforting. It is like placing your head upon a pillow rather than lying flat on a cold surface. The sky rests on clouds. The world rests beneath them. And you rest inside that softness. Even if you have not looked up today, the sky has still been holding you in its quiet way. Clouds work whether we notice them or not. They are caretakers of light, attendants of warmth, keepers of softness. They reduce harshness. They filter glare. They spread sunlight across the world like a warm hand smoothing a blanket. The atmosphere is vast, so vast that it stretches far beyond what the eye can follow, and yet clouds make it feel close, near, intimate. They remind us that we are not exposed to the wide emptiness of space. We are wrapped in something gentle, wrapped in something that cares for us. Imagine lying down beneath a cloud-covered sky. Not a stormy one, not a heavy one, just a sky softly layered with quiet silver light. The world becomes muted, sounds become softer, colors become cooler and soothing. There is no glare, no sharpness, no demands, only calm. It is the visual equivalent of a whisper, a world speaking quietly, gently, patiently. This is the pillow of the atmosphere. The sky's way of saying, you may rest now. Clouds do not force anything. They do not rush. They do not push aside the day or insist on attention. They simply arrive when the air invites them. They settle into place like a sigh settling into a chest. Their presence is natural, effortless, soothing. Sometimes they gather as a thin veil, a soft, gauzy glow across the sky. Other times they form thicker, fuller shapes, round and cotton-like, drifting slowly. as if half asleep themselves. Both are comforting in different ways. The thin clouds create a bright softness, a gentle, glowing dome. The fuller clouds create shade, a coolness that invites the body to relax, to loosen, to breathe a little deeper. The sky knows how to comfort the earth knows how to respond. And we, living between the two, feel the softness even if we don't see it. There is something deeply human in the way we perceive clouds. We call them pillows, blankets, feathers, names that belong to rest, to sleep, to dreams. Even without touching them, we understand their softness. We sense it. It's as though something in our memory recognizes them long before we were born. A familiarity older than any single lifetime. Perhaps because rest is not something we learn, it is something we return to, and clouds remind us of that return. When you look at clouds long enough, you may notice how your body responds. Your breath deepens, your heart slows. Your thoughts drift away from what was urgent. The clouds do not speak. They do not instruct or persuade. They simply are. And in their being, they offer rest. A cloud does not try to be anything other than what it is. It holds no tension, no worry, no shape it must maintain. It floats. It releases. It trusts the air beneath it completely. There is something healing in witnessing a form that holds nothing too tightly. Something inside you remembers how to let go. You may imagine the whole earth as a peaceful being, breathing slowly beneath this soft pillow of clouds. And you are part of that breath, a moving, living, resting piece of it. The atmosphere is not just air. It is the cradle of all life on this planet. A gentle layer protecting, softening, holding. Clouds are the visible expression of that cradle. They show us in a quiet way that the world is designed to support life, to protect it, to cradle it, not in a loud, heroic way, but in a gentle, constant presence, the kind of care that doesn't need to be announced, the kind of care that simply is. Even now, as you rest, the clouds are working. They are cooling the earth where it is too warm, reflecting sunlight where it is too strong, shielding the world in a quiet, balanced way. They do this without being asked, without reward, without praise. This is care in its purest form, unspoken, steady, always present. You are allowed to rest inside that care. Feel your breathing soften now. Inhale, like the slow gathering of a cloud. Exhale, like its gentle dissolving. The air around you supports you. The atmosphere holds you. The sky makes room for your rest. You are safe, you are cushioned. Not by something you can hold in your hands, but by something that holds you in its presence. The world is softer than you remember, more comforting, more gentle. You are allowed to relax into it. Let your thoughts rest. Let your body loosen. Let your mind drift. The pillow of the atmosphere is beneath you now. You are resting in the sky's quiet embrace, and you may float a little deeper into softness, into peace, into sleep. The silent travelers. There are travelers in the sky that make no sound as they move. They do not step or march or glide with force. They drift slowly, patiently, without urgency or intention. These are the clouds. The silent travelers who cross the world without ever disturbing it. They move in a way that feels timeless, as if they have always been in motion, long before anyone looked up to notice them. Not driven by purpose, not pulled by demand, simply guided gently by winds that are themselves invisible. The clouds go where the air invites them, and they do so without resistance. There is something deeply peaceful about movement, without effort. movement without striving, movement for the sake of being carried. When you watch clouds, you may notice how your breath begins to soften, how your body settles, how your thoughts quiet themselves. Out of instinct rather than decision, the clouds do not rush, and so neither do you. Clouds travel across landscapes, oceans, mountains, and cities, and yet they never seem to arrive or depart. They simply appear in the sky and drift onward. Their journey is not measured in destination, but in presence. They are here, then they are elsewhere. Then they are gone. And yet, the sky is never empty of them. There is always another formation gathering somewhere, ready to drift into view. The sky is never truly still, only slow. And in that slowness, it teaches something vital. Movement does not need to be loud to be meaningful. When we watch clouds, we are reminded that progress does not have to be hard, that change does not have to be sharp, that life can move forward without strain. The clouds show us how to surrender to gentle motion, how to be carried, how to let go. Picture yourself watching a single cloud in a quiet sky, not a storm cloud, not a heavy one, just a soft, pale shape drifting without effort. You may notice it has no urgency, no deadline, no weight of expectation. It does not hold itself tightly together. It does not try to preserve its shape. It allows the wind to reshape it, moment by moment. It accepts transition as naturally as breathing, and as you watch, you begin to understand something. Not everything needs to be controlled. Sometimes softness is stronger than force. Sometimes surrender carries you farther than effort. Sometimes the most peaceful motion is the one you do not direct. The cloud moves because the air around it moves, and this is enough. There is a quiet trust in this. Clouds trust the wind completely. They do not question its guidance. They do not try to steer. They do not fear being changed. They move with gentle obedience to the moment. This is not submission. This is ease that comes from not clinging, not resisting, not shaping the world through force. The clouds are not afraid to dissolve, not afraid to become something new, not afraid to be carried into a sky they cannot see ahead of time. They float and trust, and in watching them you may find yourself remembering how to soften your own hold, how to release what presses too tightly, how to loosen the grip of the mind, how to allow the moment to carry you just a little. The silence of clouds is not empty. It is full of meaning. Their silence is the sound of the world at rest, the sound of breath before thought, the sound of quiet acceptance. We often think of silence as absence, but here silence is fullness, a fullness of calm, a fullness of space, a fullness of presence. Clouds do not speak, yet they are always expressing something soft, something gentle, something reassuring. Their silence says, there is no need to rush. There is no need to force. There is no need to hold everything together. You are allowed to drift. You are allowed to release. You are allowed to rest. Imagine now that you are lying somewhere peaceful, perhaps on a hillside or in a quiet field, or simply in your bed with your eyes closed. Above you, clouds move slowly. Their shapes shift lazily as though drifting through a dream. Your thoughts begin to match their pace, not stopping, not disappearing, simply loosening, becoming lighter. You don't need to push them away. They will pass on their own. Thoughts are clouds too, appearing, forming, drifting, dissolving. Let them move the way clouds move, without urgency, without force, without attachment. You do not need to follow every thought that rises. You do not need to hold every shape that forms in your mind. Let them float, let them pass. Let them dissolve gently into the quiet space. Inside you, the clouds continue their journey, silent, unhurried, endlessly patient. You are drifting. With them now, your breathing has slowed. Your mind has softened. Your body feels a little lighter than before. You are being carried, not by effort but by release. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to try. You only need to allow the clouds know where to go. And they are showing you how to drift with them. No direction, no map, no pressure, only movement that feels like floating. The night veil. The day begins to soften long before we notice it. Light changes slowly, almost shyly, as if it is learning how to whisper instead of speak. And far above the quiet world, the clouds begin to change too. They have spent the day bright and wandering, drifting through open skies, brushed by sunlight and shaped by passing breezes. But now the world begins to dim, the air cools and the sky deepens. And in that shift, subtle, gentle, and inevitable, the clouds become something new. They turn into the night veil, not a barrier, not a wall, but a soft, tender curtain drawn lovingly across the sky. As the evening unfolds, the clouds lose the sharp edges that daylight carves into them. They soften, as if exhaling the warmth of the day. Their shapes loosen and looser and looser, until they begin to resemble breath itself, a slow release of thought letting go. Their colors change too. White shifts to peach, peach dissolves to rose, rose fades into lavender, lavender melts into deep, quiet blue. The world watches this without knowing it watches. The mind feels it before the eyes see it. The atmosphere cools and everything begins to settle, the way the surface of a lake slowly becomes still after a ripple fades. The day retreats softly, and the night does not arrive all at once. It glides in, one shade at a time. The clouds lead the way. They become the gentle curtain of dusk and the slow dimming of the world. They are the sky's lullaby, spoken without a single sound. The weightlessness of evening. There is something different about clouds at dusk, something quieter, something deeply peaceful. During the day, clouds can feel open, scattered, wandering. But now at this hour they seem to gather, as though they understand that the world needs tenderness. The sky becomes a room with softer walls. Edges blur, boundaries dissolve. The world becomes rounder, slower, quieter. Even the wind hushes its voice. It blows more gently now in long, slow sighs. If you listen closely, not with your ears but with your breath, you can feel it. The wind is calmer. The air moves softer. The sky settles like a blanket being smoothed over a bed at the end of the day. This is the hour when everything exhales. The streets quiet. The fields rest. The trees lower their leaves just slightly. Birds tuck themselves into hidden corners of branches, and the clouds high above loosen into graceful stretches of softness, like silk floating weightless in the air. They do not hurry. They do not try. They simply drift. There is no effort in their movement, only release. The sigh of the sky clouds at night do not shine. They glow dimly, faintly, subtly, like memory rather than presence. As though their edges are blurring into the coming dark, the world below begins to quiet its thoughts as well. There's a moment, small but powerful, when the mind begins to loosen its grip. When thinking becomes drifting, when everything sharp becomes soft. When the breath slows without being asked to slow. The way clouds soften into twilight is the same way the mind softens into sleep. Thoughts rise like warm air, then they cool, then they dissolve, not gone, just transformed. Lighter, looser, more free. The clouds know this pattern well. It is ancient, older than language, older than memory. Older than human dreaming. They are the sigh of the sky, a long, gentle breath, A release, there is softening. The world drifts into rest, wrapped in the gentle fabric of the evening air, when light becomes memory, as the sun lowers beyond the horizon. Light does not vanish, and it lingers. It lingers in the undersides of clouds, glowing faint like embers cooling in a fire's last quiet hour. The sky holds on to warmth until the very last possible moment, as if unwilling to let the day slip away too quickly. The clouds reflect this memory of sunlight, holding the final warmth of the day like a gentle thought you don't want to let go of yet. The world is not dark. Not yet. It is dim and soft and surrendering, a place between day and night, a threshold. It's a transition, a slow descent. This descent is not falling. It is floating, like drifting gently downward into a quiet pool, like sinking into a warm bed, like easing into sleep. The quieting of the earth below the sky, the world changes too. Shadows stretch longer and longer until they fade into the soft blue of evening. Sounds soften, movements slow, people speak more softly, thoughts begin to wander. The mind lets go of the day's sharpness. There is less to do now, less to think, less to carry. The clouds above mirror this release, drifting free of form, free of direction, free of purpose. They move only because they are carried. And the mind watching them remembers how to be carried too. You do not need to push the mind to quiet. You do not need to force yourself into calm. You only need to drift, the way the clouds drift, without effort, without intention, without resistance. Drifting is enough. Drifting is rest. The world grows quiet. As the last colors fade, the sky deepens into violet, indigo, and then deep, gentle blue. Not black, not yet. Night comes slowly, respectfully, gracefully. The clouds thin into delicate veils stretched across the deepening sky. They move with slow assurance, like dancers who have nothing to prove. And somewhere in the distance, the first stars appear, not all at once, but one, then another, as though the night is being softly stitched together with tiny points of light. The clouds drift between those stars, not hiding them, but framing them. Soft curtains parting around tiny flames of eternity. This is the hour when the world sighs. A deep, slow, grateful sigh. Nothing is urgent now. Nothing is sharp. Nothing demands your attention. The clouds are teaching the sky how to sleep, and the sky is teaching you. The gentle descent into rest now, the night continues to deepen. The clouds grow quieter. The world below settles into stillness. The day is gone but not lost. It has simply folded itself into memory. You are floating now, gently, like the clouds, like the sky, like breath. No need to hold anything. No need to try, just drift downward softly, warmly into rest. The clouds are your blanket now, the night veil drawn over the world. A soft hush, a quiet comfort, a gentle dark. And as the final light dissolves, the sky whispers, it is time to sleep. The whisper of rain does not begin with sound. It begins with a feeling. Long before a single drop touches the earth, the air begins to change. You may not notice it at first. The shift is subtle, almost shy, but it is there. A softness, a coolness, a quiet gathering of something gentle. Clouds begin to deepen, their edges blurring into silky folds of gray and silver. They draw closer together, not hurriedly, but with calm purpose, as though they are preparing a gift or a blessing or a lullaby the sky has been waiting all day to sing. The atmosphere thickens slightly, warm air rising, cool air settling. the invisible weight of moisture suspended just long enough to hush everything else. The wind slows, the world grows still. It is in this moment, before rain, that the quietest peace exists. A hush that wraps itself around everything. The earth listens, the trees wait, and the sky breathes deeper. It is a pause, a deep and gentle breath in the lungs of the world. Rain begins inside the air first, not falling, but forming. Tiny droplets condense, gathering their softness, their clarity, their purpose. The clouds hold them tenderly. Not yet, they seem to say. Soon, the soft weight of intention rain is not something clouds release. It is something they become. A cloud heavy with rain is not troubled, not burdened. It is full, like a heart overflowing with feeling. There is no rush. There is no force, only readiness. The sky prepares the world for rest. The colors deepen. Gray becomes blue-gray. Blue-gray becomes silver. Silver melts into soft pearl, like moonlight through mist. Even the light quiets. The world becomes less sharp, less defined, less bright. Edges soften, surfaces dim. Brightness dissolves into atmosphere. This is not sadness. This is calm, a calm so deep it feels alive. The sky is not darkening. It is settling, like someone lowering their head onto a pillow, like a mind setting down its last thought of the day. Rain is preparation for rest, the first drop. There is always a moment, small, tender, almost secret, when the first drop falls. It is not loud, it does not announce itself. It simply arrives, a tap on a leaf, a cool kiss on the air, a gentle touch to the skin of the world. And then another, and another. The pattern is slow at first and unhurried, thoughtful, as though the rain is testing the rhythm of the earth, finding the right tempo, choosing its pace. The world listens, not with ears, with breath. The leaves adjust their angle, ready to collect. The soil loosens its surface, welcoming the moisture. The stones become darker, smoother, quieter, and the sound begins, soft as a whisper, not a storm, not a rush, just the most tender beginning. A murmur, a sigh, the gentle murmur of rain meeting earth. The song is underway. The lullaby of falling water rain does not just make sound, it makes pattern, a rhythm without beat, a song without melody, a music that needs no notes. Each drop finds a surface and gently becomes part of the world's quiet orchestra. A leaf catches one, a soft tap like fingertip on paper. Another falls on the window. A muted tick like distant footsteps on carpet. One strikes earth, a deeper, richer thrum, like a heartbeat slowed by sleep. The rain begins to synchronize, not perfectly, but beautifully, like breathing, like waves, like dreams. There is no hurry in its sound. It continues because it continues. It falls because falling is natural. The sky is giving the world rest. The air thickens with freshness, a scent clean and ancient, petrichor, the breath of soil meeting water for the 1,000th millionth eternal time. And in that scent, something inside the mind loosens. Thoughts slow. The world becomes small and safe. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be solved. Just the sound of rain. Just the whisper of clouds. Just the heartbeat of the earth settling into night. The comfort of being held rain is not just weather. It is embrace. It wraps the world gently, layer by layer, in a blanket of sound and softness. The horizon fades, distant shapes blur. The world becomes close, intimate, sheltered, like being inside a warm room while the outside world rests, like being under a blanket while the night deepens, like being carried by something larger than yourself. Rain tells the world, slow down, rest now, you are safe, you are held. There is something profoundly ancient in the sound of rainfall, something that touches memory deeper than thought. Every creature knows it. Every forest remembers it. Every sleeping child dreams to it. Rain is the sound of the earth falling asleep, and you are part of the earth. You are allowed to rest too. The world grows. Soft as the rain continues, the world grows quieter still. The air cools. The leaves sway only slightly. The clouds drift in slow, gentle, unfolding layers. The rhythm of the rain becomes steady, soft, soothing, like the pulse of a lullaby sung without words. Nothing is sharp now. Nothing is heavy. Nothing is urgent. The rain washes away the edges of the day. Old thoughts fade. The mind loosens its grip. Breathing deepens, naturally, effortlessly. Inhale, slow and soft. Exhale, slower still. You are falling into the rhythm of the rain. Not sinking, floating, suspended, calm, safe. The clouds above release only tenderness. This is the whisper of rain, not noise, not storm, not force, a gentle promise. Rest. The world is quiet now. You may sleep. The descent into deep rest. The rain continues softly, steady and calm. Not fading, not rising, just continuing. A constant whisper. You do not need to listen to every drop. You do not need to follow every thought. Everything is allowed to drift. Everything is allowed to soften. Your breath slows, your body loosens. Your mind settles like a leaf on still water. The rain holds you, the night holds you. The world is gentle now. Let yourself drift, let yourself rest. Let the whisper of rain become the lullaby that guides you into sleep. The sky is singing quietly for you. The dream shapes. There is a quiet magic in the way clouds hold shape. Not a fixed shape. Not something rigid or deliberate, but a shape that is suggested. A soft outline of something familiar. Just far enough away to feel like memory. We look up, and the mind begins to wander. A cloud becomes a castle, floating peacefully in a kingdom of pale blue. Another becomes the shape of a running horse, mane trailing into vapor. Another becomes a face, gentle, watching, dissolving slowly back into sky. Clouds are the mirrors of our imagination, smooth, open, and infinitely willing to become whatever we quietly hope to see. They do not form these images intentionally. The sky is not trying to tell stories. But the mind in its moments of calm becomes playful again. It remembers how to wonder, and as the clouds drift, the images shift. Castles expand into mountains of softness, horses stretch into wings, and faces dissolve into gentle curves of mist. No shape stays, no story holds. Everything is temporary, yet deeply familiar. It is the same language spoken by dreams, where imagination loosens in waking life. Thoughts often tighten. They form sharp lines, straight paths, structured outcomes. But when we watch clouds, those lines soften. The mind returns to its natural fluid state, the state it enters when we sleep. This is why cloud gazing feels so soothing. It allows the mind to loosen without falling apart, to wander without being lost, to imagine without needing to understand. The shapes in the sky are always becoming and never finished, never complete. Like dreams, they are made of shifting memory and gentle suggestion. One moment, the cloud resembles a ship sailing through endless air. The next, it melts into a field of feathers. Then it becomes simply softness. No form, no meaning, just presence. The imagination follows these transitions naturally, without asking why. Without trying to hold on, it simply drifts. The same way we drift at the threshold of sleep. The mind that dreams, even when you are awake. Part of your mind is always dreaming. It is the part that sees patterns in passing shapes, the part that turns shadows into scenes, the part that hears music in quietness. This part of the mind is ancient, older than language, older than logic, older than anything we can name. It is the mind of intuition, imagery, wonder. And clouds speak directly to that mind. You don't decide to see shapes in clouds. You simply do. The dreaming mind steps forward, curious and unafraid, and begins to play. This is the mind that paints stories at night. This is the mind that shapes your dreams. And when we allow ourselves to rest, truly rest, this mind becomes your guide, your storyteller, your gentle companion through the inner night. Clouds are reminders of that inner storyteller, a preview of the softness that lives inside you already. The transforming sky clouds show us something profound, though quietly. Everything changes. Everything moves. Everything transforms. But not all change is sharp. Not all change is sudden. Not all change is painful. Some change is soft, slow, gentle. A cloud does not break to become something new. It melts into it. It allows itself to flow from one shape to the next, as though each moment is simply another breath. A castle becomes a bird becomes a wave becomes a memory of light. Nothing is forced. Nothing is held. Nothing is lost, only rearranged. This is how dreams move as well. One scene becomes another without explanation. One feeling dissolves into the next. One world fades as a new one rises. The experience is continuous, unbroken, soft. This is the rhythm of the dreaming mind, and clouds reflect it perfectly. The sky is a canvas. The sky is the largest canvas in the world, and yet it is always blank again. No cloud stays. No shape remains. No story is permanent. And yet the sky is never empty. There is always another image forming, another idea drifting, another dream waiting to be seen. This constant motion invites the mind into a state of gentle acceptance. You do not need to hold everything. You do not need to understand everything. You do not need to know how every story ends. You only need to watch, to breathe, to drift. The clouds will move on their own, just like your thoughts, just like your feelings, just like time. The sky teaches you that letting go does not mean losing. It means making space for what comes next. The child mind returned. Think of how easily children see shapes in the sky. A dragon, a whale, a mountain, a city floating in sunlight. They do not question whether the image is real. They do not judge whether it makes sense. They simply see and smile and let the image shift as it wishes. You once saw the world that way too, not through logic but through wonder. The clouds invite that part of you to return, even if only for a moment. The dreaming mind is not childish. It is free to imagine, free to transform, free to rest. When the clouds move, something in you remembers how to soften, how to be carried, how to allow meaning to form naturally, gently, without force. This is the mind that leads you into sleep, not the mind of planning, solving, arranging, but the mind of drifting, sensing, imagining. The clouds show you how to enter that state. Slowly, peacefully, beautifully, you are already drifting. Your breathing has changed, just slightly. Slower, smoother, softer. Your body has loosened its edges. Your mind is quieter now, more fluid. You are not trying to sleep. You are simply moving closer to where sleep begins. The clouds above continue to drift, their shapes changing in gentle waves of transformation, and you drift with them. Thoughts become lighter. Images begin to form without effort. The boundary between waking and dreaming begins to soften. You are floating in the space where imagination breathes. The world is quiet. Your mind is open. The sky is still forming shapes. Just for you, you are already entering the landscape of dreams. The moonlit drift night arrives softly, not all at once and not with finality, but in a slow, inhaling hush. The sky fades from pale blue to deep violet, then to a velvety shade of almost night, where colors dissolve into softness and the world settles into its evening breath. And there, rising with patient certainty, is the moon. It does not rush to claim the sky. It does not force its presence. It simply appears, as though it has always been there waiting behind the curtain of day. The clouds, still drifting from their long wander across the daylight hours, begin to glow in its silver touch. Their edges catch the moonlight first, fine feathery outlines shimmering like the hems of dream-woven garments. There is a stillness here, a quiet that deepens gently and without effort. The world does not fall asleep quickly. It settles, it unwinds, it exhales, and the moonlit clouds become part of that slow release. They do not move differently at night, but we see them differently. By day, clouds are familiar, present, earthly, but at night, under the moon, they become something softer, something more mysterious, something belonging not to the world of thought, but to the world of dreams. Their forms appear deeper, more fluid, more infinite. Their presence feels closer, as though leaning gently over the world, whispering something soothing in a language too soft to translate. Something like, "Rest now. You do not need to hold anything tonight. The sky will watch over you." The shimmer of soft light moonlight is not bright. It does not glare or demand attention. It is a quiet glow, a glow that knows the value of gentleness. Where sunlight defines, moonlight softens, edges blur. Surfaces melt, shapes become silhouettes wrapped in calm. The clouds drifting beneath the moon are no longer white or gray. They become pearlescent, silver, ivory, ghost-like, tender. They look as though they are made from breath itself. Light catches on their curves like silk catching the faintest gleam of candle flame. Their outlines flicker softly, as though they are thoughts floating just beyond awareness, thoughts that do not need to be named. The moon does not illuminate the clouds, it caresses them. It touches them the way one touches something sacred. Lightly, gently, with reverence, the sky becomes a painting of quiet movement, light and shadow weaving through slow drifting shapes. There is no urgency here. None at all, only the long, slow rhythm of night, the deep breathing of the night sky. Look closely, and you will notice that the night sky has its own breath, not a literal breath, but a pulse of stillness and movement, a rhythm of deep quiet settling over the world. The day is filled with the motion of doing, footsteps, voices, tasks, momentum, but the night is the hour of simply being. Clouds no longer hurry along wind currents. The wind itself softens, thins, loosens. The sky settles into a slower pace, a pace aligned with rest. The moonlit drift is not about where the clouds are going. It is about how they exist. Softly, presently, effortlessly, they move as though weightless, as though gravity does not apply to them, as though the whole world has loosened just enough to float. Their journey becomes a lullaby of movement. One shape stretches, another dissolves, another gathers form, all without sound. The night is a vast ocean of quiet, motion, and the clouds are the gentle waves. When the world grows quiet, there is a moment, late in the evening, after the noise of the day has finally faded. When the world grows truly quiet, the road's empty, the lights dim, the air cools and stills. And in that quiet, the moonlit sky becomes a sanctuary, a place where the mind loosens its grip, where thoughts stop pressing forward, where awareness turns soft, inward, and slow. Your breathing begins to match the rhythm of the drifting clouds. Long, smooth, unhurried. Inhale, a gentle pause. Exhale. The body begins to feel heavier, but in a comfortable way. Not weighted, held. The sky is holding the world, and the world is holding you. There is no separation, no expectation, no effort, just the slow drift of clouds beneath the moon, and the slow drift of the mind into rest. The invitation to dream clouds at night look like thoughts on the edge of sleep, not sharp enough to grasp, not clear enough to name, only sensed, only felt, like the first images that form behind closed eyelids. They move the way dreams move, fluid, unbound by structure, shifting from one shape to another without explanation. You do not need to follow. You do not need to understand. You only need to float. Let the clouds drift. Let your thoughts drift. Let your breath drift. The night is not asking anything of you. The moon is not calling for attention. The sky is not waiting for your response. It is simply there, quiet, soft, infinite. A reminder of how vast the world is and how safe you are within it. Your mind begins to dissolve at the edges, like clouds dissolving into moonlight, not disappearing but simply becoming spacious. There is room now, room to rest, room to breathe, room to dream. The moonlit drift has begun. You are already floating. Pause here, take a slow breath in. Hand release it out. No effort, no focus, just letting the breath fall into its natural rhythm. You are safe. You are calm. You are drifting gently with the night. The sky's deep breath. The sky is always breathing. Not with lungs, not with the rise and fall of a chest, but through the quiet movement of air and cloud. Every day, every night there is a rhythm, a pulse so gentle that we rarely notice it. But it is there, shaping the world in silence. The atmosphere expands and contracts, warms and cools, lifts and settles. Clouds rise as though exhaled, then drift downward again in a soft sigh. This is the deep breath of the sky, an endless cycle that holds everything together. And when you watch clouds, even for a moment, you can feel yourself begin to move with that rhythm, slow, calm, unhurried. The way the world was always meant to be. The rhythm. Above, high overhead, invisible currents of air are flowing, like the slow tides of a great ocean. Warm air rises, cool air settles. The sky adjusts, rebalances, finds harmony again. Clouds are the visible traces of that motion, soft shapes formed from breath itself. Every sunrise begins with an inhale. Every sunset ends with an exhale. The sky is never still, never rushed, and neither are you. Even when your mind feels busy or your thoughts feel tangled, beneath it all there is a steady rhythm inside you, the rhythm of your breathing, of your heartbeat, of your quiet inner life. Clouds reflect this rhythm, reminding us of a truth older than memory. Calm is not something you chase. Calm is something you return to. When you look up, when you lift your eyes to the sky, something in you eases. It happens naturally without effort. Your thoughts slow down to match the clouds. The world stretches out wider, and your place in it becomes clearer. Not as something small or lost, but as something connected, belonging to a pattern that is gentle and kind. The sky does not hurry you. It does not demand anything of you. It simply invites you to breathe with it. A shared pulse. There is a deep connection between your breath and the atmosphere around you. When you inhale, the air you take in was shaped by oceans, forests, mountains, and distant winds. It may have passed through the branches of trees, across high fields or along quiet shorelines. The breath inside you once drifted freely among clouds. You are not separate from the sky. You are part of the same cycle. Clouds rise. You breathe in. Clouds drift downward. You breathe out. The same rhythm, the same softness, the same quiet flow. And with every breath, your mind softens just a little more. Letting the day go as evening arrives, the sky begins to settle. Winds ease, light fades. Colors soften into cool blue and silver. Clouds stretch thin like silk across the horizon, drifting slower and quieter than before. This is the sky preparing for rest, and you are allowed to rest with it. There is nothing to solve now, nothing to achieve, nothing to control. Clouds do not force themselves into shape. They simply become whatever the moment asks of them. You can do the same. Let the weight of the day loosen. The muscles of your face soften. Your breath settle into its natural rhythm, slow and steady, like the atmosphere itself. The quiet continuity of night in the deep hours when the world grows still. The sky continues to breathe. Soft movements high above where no sound can travel. Clouds glide gently, illuminated only by the moon's soft glow or by starlight resting at the edges of their shapes. Even in darkness, there is motion. Even in silence, there is life. And everything continues with calm certainty. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is forced. Everything simply is, and you, too, can simply be. Breathing with the sky, take a slow breath in. Let it fill you lightly, without effort. Feel how it enters not only your lungs, but your shoulders, your chest, your back. A gentle, full presence. Hold it softly, then exhale. Slow, smooth, unhurried, like a cloud drifting across the horizon. Feel your body loosen. Feel your thoughts soften. Feel your inner sky widen and become spacious. There is so much room inside you for peace, one with the quiet flow as you rest. Imagine yourself floating with the clouds, not rising, not falling, just drifting, weightless, boundless, free of timelines, expectations, noise. In this drifting, there is only ease. You are not trying to get anywhere. You are not late or early. You are not behind or ahead. You are simply part of the sky, breathing, existing, resting. The same quiet rhythm moves through you and through the world. Closing, whisper. The sky is breathing. The world is breathing. You are breathing, all in the same slow, gentle rhythm. You are safe to rest now. You are allowed to let go. You belong to the calm, endless flow of the sky. Dream softly, drift gently, sleep in the quiet breath of the world. The float into sleep, a gentle descent and final chapter, dreamy, sleepy science. There comes a moment, quiet and unannounced, when the day loosens its hold. Thoughts that once felt sharp soften at the edges. The world grows distant and muted, like a memory turning to mist. This is the moment just before sleep, and clouds understand this moment perfectly. They have mastered the art of drifting, of being held without needing to hold back, of moving without effort, of existing without tension. They do not try to stay in place, nor do they try to become something else. They float. They let themselves be carried. And now you are invited to do the same, not to fall asleep quickly, not to chase rest, but to float into it, slowly, gently, peacefully, the way clouds move across the open sky. The soft release begins by noticing your breath, not controlling it, not shaping it. Just noticing the air comes in, the air goes out, the rise, the fall, like the tide, like the sky, like the quiet rhythm that the world has always known. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands rest where they are. Let the weight of your thoughts begin to melt, like a cloud dissolving back into the blue. Nothing needs to be held right now. Every worry of the day can be placed gently aside, not pushed away, not solved, just set down for the night like a coat placed on a chair before sleep. You can return to everything tomorrow. Tonight, you float. The weightlessness of the sky, imagine yourself lying beneath a wide open sky, endless, soft and quiet. Clouds drift slowly overhead, unhurried, unbothered. They move as though time does not apply to them. You begin to feel yourself rising, not upward in your body, but inward, into a gentle sense of spaciousness. Your thoughts, once dense and tangled, begin to spread out like mist. They become lighter, softer, quieter. Nothing is heavy here. Nothing is hard to hold. Everything floats. The air around you feels supportive, like a soft arm beneath you. You do not need to try. The sky carries you. Letting the mind drift, thoughts may still appear, they always do. But now imagine them appearing like small clouds. They form, they pass, they change shape. They dissolve. You do not follow them. You do not chase them. You simply watch, gently, kindly. And each time a thought appears, say quietly in your mind, it is okay to drift. It is okay to rest. It is okay to let go. Your mind does not need to shut down to sleep. It only needs to soften. And it is softening now. The cloud-carried journey. Feel yourself floating now. Not through space, but through feeling. Imagine you are resting on a soft, warm cloud as weightless, supported, suspended in peace. The cloud does not move fast. It drifts slowly, guided by a wind that is gentle and wise. Below you there is nothing to fear. Above you there is only a deep and endless calm. Around you silence settles like a blanket. Your breath and the movement of the cloud match perfectly. The rise of the breath, the gentle forward drift, the fall of the breath, the soft settling into stillness. You are not falling asleep, you are floating into sleep. There is no drop, no sudden shift, only drift, only ease, only slow drifting rest. The dimming of thought. Now the mind begins to dim, softly like the slow lowering of evening light. Memories soften. Words quiet. Images blur around the edges. You are not losing awareness. You are becoming peaceful. You are not disappearing. You are becoming light. You are not shutting down. You are opening into rest. The cloud beneath you is warm and safe. It holds you perfectly. You do not need to do anything to stay here. You float. You breathe. You rest. The deep drift. As you drift further, your breath becomes shallower, softer, quieter, not by force but by comfort. Your body grows heavier, but your mind grows lighter, like a feather, like mist, like a cloud. You are in the quiet part of the night now, the place where silence has texture, where calm has shape, where the world slows to the rhythm of a heartbeat at peace. There is nothing left to think about, nothing left to remember, nothing left to do. The day is over. The night is gentle. You are safe. The last sigh before sleep. Take one slow breath in. Warm, calm, effortless. Hold it for a moment, then let it go, like a quiet sigh. The kind of sigh that feels like release, like relief, like settling into softness. Feel your whole body sink just a little deeper into comfort. You are floating still. But now the cloud becomes even softer, even quieter, even warmer. It begins to lower you gently, sir, into the quiet valley of rest. Your thoughts are distant now. Your breath is soft. Your body is still. You are drifting, floating, resting. The closing whisper. You do not have to try to sleep. Sleep will come to you, gently, like clouds drifting into evening light. You are floating in the calm. You are held by the sky. You are safe in the quiet. You are ready to rest. Let go now. Do nothing. Just float. Just breathe. Just sleep. The night has you. The sky has you. Peace has you. Drift now. Dream now. Sleep now. And now the journey is nearly complete. You have traveled through the soft shapes of the sky. You have floated with clouds through evening light. You have rested in the hush of rain and moonlit quiet. Your breath is slower now. Your body warm and still. Your thoughts gentle, distant, soft. You are close to sleep now, very close. There is nothing more you need to do. Just stay here, floating, resting, drifting. If sleep comes, let it come. If you remain awake, simply remain soft. Just as you are now, your mind is clear. Your heart is calm. Your body is at peace. The clouds continue to drift, and you drift with them. Weightless, quiet, safe. Thank you for joining this journey among the skies. May your dreams be soft. May your rest be deep. May your night be gentle. The clouds are still here. The sky is still holding you, and peace is with you now. Good night from Dreamy, Sleepy Science.